She will. Let's give it a second. She will. But one thing I can say, we had a fight, and we put up a fight, but this fight is not done. The person you see next to you, and the person you see next to that person, and the person you see next to that person, that's the power. That's what we're here for, is take this power, and so many of us are used to saying no, but now it's time to add a W to it and get this stuff done now. I used to say, a plan is just one letter away from taking off. I don't know if you caught that. I'm gonna say it again. A plan is just one letter from taking off. Just one. So let's add that E and take off and do some special things, not today, not tomorrow, but every single day to come from here on out. We can. This power, when I say power to the people, I'm serious about that. Because it's like he said, why 10 of them come out and we run, and we got 100? We're conditioned to think that way. Let's stop thinking that way. This is the power, and the more that adds to it, the more power we get. The farther you spread away, the farther the power starts to deteriorate. The closer we get together, the stronger we are. It's just simple logic. I'm trying not to get in there because I'm waiting for that whisper, but I'm waiting for that whisper, and when it comes, it's gonna come. I promise you. It's gonna come. But right now, I just want to let you know that I'm really appreciative to everybody that keeps coming out. I'm sorry that I had to take a day off because my voice just was gone. But it's coming back. Just like you coming back tomorrow. And the next day. And the next day. And the next day. And we're going to start using this power. We're going to use that power now. We're going to use it before we lose it. So let me ask you something. Are we going to use it? Yeah! Are we going to use it? Yeah! Come on, you got to be louder than me. My voice gone. You going to use it? Yeah! There we go. Are we going to lose it? No! We're going to use it? Yeah! We're going to use it? Yeah! Or we're going to lose it? No! We're going to use it? Yeah! Or we're going to lose it? No! Now let me hear it. I got power! I got power! I got power! Power to the people! 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 We got power! We got power! We got power! We got power! Power to the people! Power to the people! Power to the people! Power to the people! Yeah, it's coming back. I'm almost there. I'm about like 60%. By tomorrow I'll be like 62. No, but like I said, this is real true power. This is true power. You can feel it. When you said that, I can feel it. This is what we're gonna need to get the next thing done. And then we're gonna have to get more people. So we're gonna have to get everybody back out, and we're gonna do this again. They might decide to come back out on us and think we're weak, but we're really not. We're just taking a little breathing. So we gotta be prepared for whatever's to come. Portland, we have now made history yet again. Give me a round of applause for that. We are a template, so everything that we do here, they're copying and pasting it. So we got to keep going. We got to keep going for that. That alone, we got to keep going. We got to keep going. I love you guys. And I'm probably going to say, I'm waiting for that whisper, so I'm going to say something else. But I just want to tell you right now that I love you. I mean, I love you with all my heart. I'm here. I'm not here for, like you said, I'm not here for payment either. I'm doing everything that I can to move this on and continue to go forward. And I just want to see us reach that top of that mountain that Martin Luther King talked about at AC. I love you guys.
Just real quick, if y'all on social media, Portland Loves Justice has a Facebook group. Okay, Portland Loves Justice. It's got our 3 pictures on it. Well, no, it doesn't. Got my man casing out at Nike. You know what I'm saying? Where there's another part of the protest going on. You know what I mean? So please look us up. Please support us on the social media because that's how we're going to let y'all know what's going on. So Portland Loves Justice, the Facebook group.
Don't think because it's a small crowd right now, everybody is not continuing to come. A lot of people need rest. Some of them been going the whole 65 days. So we gotta let them get a day or two rest. But I guarantee you they're gonna be back. I haven't got 1 day rest. And I'm not gonna take no days off. The reason why I'm not gonna take no days off, because I haven't seen justice. I will not sleep until I see justice. I will not sleep until they free the people that have not done a crime but was falsely accused. I will not sleep until Trump is out of office. I will not sleep until the federal police is really out of Portland. I will not sleep until Kate Brown comes out here and shows her face. I will not sleep until we properly got justice. So I'm gonna be out here every night. And if I'm not down here, I'm somewhere at another protest. I will not stop protesting until justice is served. I will not stop protesting until our constitutional rights come out of breaching. They have breached our constitutional rights and nothing has been said about it. I will not sleep. And I recommend that you guys call a friend, tell a friend, and tell them do not sleep. Because soon as they think we're sleeping, they're going to start back killing again. As soon as they start thinking we're sleeping, they're going to start putting more nooses in the tree. As soon as they think we sleep, they're going to think that we're divided. And that's when we lose. Because we've been out here standing for 65 days and standing strong together. Black people and white people have been out here together for 65 days. Why should we go to sleep? Ain't no sleep until justice is properly served, Mr. Trump. Ain't no sleep until justice is properly served, Mr. Federal Bureau of Investigation Police. Ain't no sleep, Mr. Border Patrol, until everybody has their constitutional rights back. What's his name? What's his name?
George Floyd.
And we will not sleep until a conviction for all 4 of them officers is served. They murdered George Floyd in cold blood in front of children. Each one of them officers need to be held accountable with time. They did not stumble upon an accident. They intentionally, cold blood, premeditated, murdered George Floyd. Breonna Taylor, that was no accident. Oh, we had the wrong house. I don't give a fuck what house did you have. You guys done a home invasion. And you went in there and you murdered. We will not sleep until these senseless murders of people being in police custody stop. It's got to stop. It's got to discontinue. This is the main reason why we're here. It's because of that. But there's a bigger picture, and what my boys and them been saying. The bigger picture is the system, the corrupt system. I mean, it's so corrupt. It's corrupt in the schools. It's corrupt in these jobs. It's corrupt in the hospitals. The ambulance cannot even ride up without them being suspect. What's the person's name? I forget his name. That was killed by the ambulance people. Elijah McClain. He was killed by the ambulance people. And that's messed up when you got not only the police, the justice system, murdering people, you can't even call the ambulance and trust that they're not going to murder you. Michael Jackson died in the hands of some medics. This is crazy, bro. This is America. Is this America? Is this liberty and justice and freedom for all? No. It totally isn't. And this country was founded on treason, was founded on pirates taking over shit, was founded on war. Why should we be taught that? Why should our kids continue to learn war is a part of life? No, it shouldn't be a part of life. Freedom and justice and liberty for all should be the part of life. And that's what our kids should learn. Our kids should learn that all people were created equal, and all people have a voice, and all people have freedom of expression and freedom of speech, and that freedom should not be breached. Ours has been breached, and it's been breached for the whole 65 days. These are the only 3 days, these last 3 days, of us standing out here peacefully without gear on. Oh yeah, we ain't been out here with gear on for 3 days. No gas masks, no helmets, no protective shields, none of that. And that tells a story right there, y'all. That tells that we had to come out here to defend ourselves against the people that is supposed to protect and serve us. They was geared up soon as they made the debut. I mean, it was only one time that they stood out here, and it wasn't behind the fence. And my boy had his back turned to him. That was the only day. And I don't know why they were so kind that day. But every day after that, they wasn't so kind, man. People got brutalized. People got shot. People were not recovered from these brutal attacks. They were shooting missiles from the building. It's crazy. This is America. It's a shame. It's a total shame. And I'm not going to stop here. We still got hella work to do. I mean, we're working on y'all, trying to get y'all educated and trying to get y'all to share with a friend the education to get out of the brainwashing. We all been brainwashed, even my race. But my race has not only been brainwashed, they've been tortured and all type of other things. And you guys know this. We got a lot of work to do in our own backyard. As we protest down here for these 65 days, for the murder, brutal murder of a black man and black woman, Breonna Taylor, and other blacks. My race are still gangbanging and killing people out there in Gresham while we protest trying to get change here downtown. That's crazy. But we're going to continue to do this and gradually work our way out there and pull them out of the fire. It's a fire going out there, y'all. And it's a fire going on between humans. And it's a sad shame to say it's black on black crime. Black on black crime is a cold fire that needs to be distinguished. It needs to get stop. It needs to stop. It makes me sick to my stomach that my race is killing each other right now as we speak. I mean, they got that much anger toward the next black man. How can you have so much anger towards someone that looks exactly just like you, man? Someone that is probably through not that far down the line, your family, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle. I mean, black people are so related, they don't even know it. It's crazy. Like when I used to gang bang against the opposite gang, come to find out the opposite gang is half of my family. That's how I can say this. All that stuff going out there in Southeast, all the black on black crime, is ridiculous because most of them are family. And they even know it. They gotta pull themselves out of the gutter, man. I'm not gonna speak too much on mine. We just got work to do and we need y'all's help. We need to stay connected. Y'all helped us this far, don't give up on us. Together we stand divided, we will fall. We love y'all, continue to fight. Continue to encourage people to come out here until we see justice. We have not seen no justice. Just a minor bit. Just a minor bit. It's gotta be major change. One of the demands that I ask that happen immediately is for prisoners to get out of prison. They complete their post-prison supervision and walk these streets for a couple of months afterwards, proving that they paid their dues. I demand that the felony be dropped. I demand that we don't have to go to court to get that felony dropped. If we've done our time and we've successfully made it up for post-prison supervision or probation, the felony drops, man, because we've earned that. We went through that treacherous lifestyle in prison, to having to watch your back, to having to sleep with one eye open because you don't know who your cellie is. I've been celled up with murderers, man, that then murdered and aimlessly murdered people. And I had to sleep for months with one eye open, hoping that I didn't get killed in the cell and shit, man. Hoping that nobody poisoned my food when I go to the chow hall. Hoping that I didn't get a knee in the neck by one of those officers in there. I completed all of that prison time and then came out here, successfully completed post-prison supervision, got myself in college. You feel me? I got myself in college, did college, and now I'm up here protesting against injustice, but I still got the felony? What the fuck? That felony needs to go away. I've proven that I am a person that can stay out here in society and last and follow the rules, follow the laws. I'm following the laws that they don't even follow. I need that felony drop. That's one of my demands. But we're going to write a list of demands up. We're going to ask protesters to sign it, and we need these needs met. I'm going to pass this mic. We love y'all.
I'm going to elaborate a little bit on something you said because it was interesting to me, if I didn't forget it already. But I'm going to talk about the black on black crime. Now, my perspective is a little different because I think well, I ain't going to say I think, I know black people are given this circus mirror to look at themselves as a distorted image. And so when we look at other blacks, we see them as that distorted image as well because all the trauma and all the conditioning that we went through to look at each other. We were taught to look at ourselves ugly. So if I'm looking at myself ugly and I see him, I'm going to look at him ugly as well. So it makes perfectly sense how we've been trained to do these things to each other. It's like the dogs that you train to fight. We've been trained to fight each other. We those pit bulls on that big chain and we facing each other off. It's not self, we didn't do this to ourselves. This is years, that's that 400 years that we went through of this torture. And to make ourselves look, to make us think that we were ugly. It's just now that we're hearing that Black Lives Matter. This is new to us. So every time that you say it, I'm still trying to accept it. Every time that you say it out in Gresham, they're still trying to accept that. So when you look at this from a perspective of old, you would say, I don't know why they get to go to college, they get to do this, they get to do that, they should be able to do this. You have to go back. You have to go back and recondition your mind to that dog that's been trained to fight each other. The dogs, and you got to look at this from that. So when you're looking at hope, you got to help us from that perspective. When this is all said and done, we still need time to heal. When we done fighting here, we still need time to heal. When you finally say we matter, we still got to come up and go through decompression. We've been so deep in underwater, so deep in the sea, we still got to decompress when we come up. So just so you know, the battle for us has just begun at this level. And we need you to understand and go look at us from those old eyes. Understand what we went through. Understand that we have been trained to think this way. Understand we have been conditioned to do these things, not only to ourselves, but to others. Understand that I was taught to look down when I seen a white person speak. I refused to do it, but I was taught that. I was taught that not because to disrespect the white person, but to save my life. I was taught those things. So I just want y'all to know when this thing, Black Lives Matter, I know you're saying it, and it's very appreciative. But just give us time to accept it for ourselves. that cracked mirror, that circus mirror that we were given, we still have them. And we all got to throw them away. I might threw mine away yesterday, but people are still looking at them. So just understand that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. No more distorted mirrors. No more distorted mirrors. That's another one of those magic tricks I talk about. I don't know, how many of y'all know my magic? Okay, let me see, let's check it. Arms up. Everybody got their arms in the air? Make sure your fingers work. Y'all ready? Okay, let me test it. Abracadabra. Y'all don't know this. No, it ain't loud enough. Abracadabra. No more distorted mirrors. Abracadabra. No more kids going to bed hungry. Abracadabra. Everybody got equal rights. Okay, I gotta get y'all some money. Abracadabra. Everybody got $3.5 million in your pocket and $2.5 in the bank. Abracadabra. Look in your pockets. I see you don't even got pockets. Look in your sock. Abracadabra. Look again. All right, I love you though. Everybody go, I must have made somebody disappear. There you go. It's just here. My magic really works.
So can we get a moment of silence for George Floyd? Can we get a fist up for Breonna Taylor? Can we get a I love you for Elijah McClain?
I love you.
Can we get a I love you for John Lewis?
I love you.
Can we get a I love you for Martin Luther King?
I love you.
Can we get a I love you for Malcolm X?
I love you, Malcolm
Can we
X.
get a I love you for Harriet Tubman? I love you. Can we get a I love you for all the blacks that fell victim in police custody? I love you. Can we get a I love you for freedom, liberty, and justice for all?
I love you.
Thank you. We love you too. We love you too. We love you too. We've never not loved you. We are human, and we've always known that we were human. We've never realized why we was put through the struggle that we was put through. We still keep their jobs. Can we get a I love you for all the black people that were falsely accused and are still in prison right now? I love you. Can we get a I love you for the prisoners that's making it out to only come out to a world where they gotta fear getting a knee in their neck? I love you. I love you. I love you. Let's say, and we want you to stop doing the abuse to human beings. We want you to put the Oregon flag back up on the federal building. We don't want this injustice. We want our First Amendment and Second Amendment and Third Amendment and Fourth Amendment and Fifth Amendment and Sixth Amendment and Seventh Amendment, Eighth Amendment, Ninth Amendment, 10th Amendment. We want all of our amendments to be respected and uplifted. I love you. I love you. I love you. People hate to say I love you, But this is what it needs in order for change to be true change. I love you. I love you. I love you. And until human beings learn to say that to the next human being, there's still going to be homelessness. True, I love you is getting those people out of those tents. True, I love you is making bail for the man in jail that don't have a family to bail him out. True, I love you is holding the police accountable for continuous treachery against people. True, I love you is sticking out your hand and offering your hand to the next human being. That is true, I love you. I love you. I love you. And don't forget to say that. At least say it once a day. Tell somebody once a day that you love them. Tell them once a day that you love them. Wake them up in the morning, say good morning. I love you. All this week, I've been sending hearts out to different random people on my Instagram and on my Facebook page because I love them. This 65 days that I've been through has taught me to love people. It's taught me to love people that don't look quite like me. It's taught me to love people that need people like me. It's taught me to be a humble person. It's taught me to come out of my anti-socialness. Yeah, I was anti-sociable before George Floyd. I mean, I would get on post and talk and post music and all that stuff, but I wasn't out here amongst these people. Ever since George Floyd, I've been out here amongst people, strangers. But I don't consider them strangers because we all human. I don't know you personally, but I love you. And I love the fact that you've been standing here for 60-something days with me, having my back, standing and going through the struggle that I go through, that he go through, that she go through, that we all go through. We love you.
Make some noise if you believe that. There's a lot of power in this small group. It's not even small, but it's small to what we've seen. We got spoiled with the large numbers, but this got a lot of power. It's compact and it's got a lot. I can tell just the way you did that. Can you do that one more time? Make some noise if you believe that. Yeah, that's definitely a lot. That's a lot. I can feel that. That's real love. I can feel it. There's nothing fake about that. And you can tell when it's fake, and that's not. Portland, I'm just so proud of you. I'm so proud. You know, I'm so proud. This is, I don't even know how to say it. It's like I just dropped down from space and I got to witness this, and I'm just so proud to see people finally coming together and not falling victim to the system anymore. You stepped outside of the system, and you, whatever ridiculing you're going to be put through, you stepped away from it and said, whatever you're going to do to me, do to me. But I'm going to stand up for something right for the first time. When they say make America great again, I say, yeah, right. Let's make it great for the first time. You can't listen to a president that say, let's make America great again. It has never been great. I want to hear from the president and say, let's make it great for the first time. That's the president I'm going to vote for. How can it be great if it ain't, how can something be great to me if it ain't great to you? There's no such thing. I mean, I try feeding your family and say, man, this is good. And they say, the rest of them say, nah, I don't think so, Dad. Come on. If it ain't good to them, they won't eat. So you want to make something that's good to everybody. Let's make America great for the first time. And we showing them how they do it right here in Portland. And that's why I'm proud. That's why I'm proud. I would start yelling and screaming and jumping up and down, but I'm trying to reserve my energy because I think it's going to be needed soon. but I can just feel it coming back, and y'all giving it to me right now. I mean, you keep doing that, I'm just gonna blow up because I'm gonna have too much energy. But definitely, it's just something special. There's something special about this crowd, and every time I get up here, I just feel like just send me who's ever ready to go and get some things done. Please find me. If you wake up in the middle of the night and you got ideas and you ready to get started on them, and just find me. DM me on my Instagram or something, because I'm the person that wants to get stuff done now. I want to get the things that we can get done now. Now, don't get me wrong. There's certain things that need is a process. But if you say let's order a pizza, we don't have to wait a year to order a pizza. There's certain things out here just that simple if we come together and do it. So find me on Instagram or something if you're ready to get some things done now. I will put a list of things that we can do now, and you can help me put those lists together, and we're gonna get them done. We're gonna get them done. We don't have to wait. Stop getting used to no, put a W on it, and let's get it done now. I'm gonna say that again. Stop getting used to saying no. Stop getting used to being told no. Let's add a W to it, and let's get some things done now. So, I'm gonna say it once again. If you are ready to go get some things done now, let's figure out what we can do now. Find me, and I will go with you to get them done. Some of you are not ready. I know that. Some of us is not ready. But those who are, I'm going to say it once again. Get at me, and let's go get it done now. All right, I'm going to say it if you don't have it. I'm going to give it to you real quick. Well, it's probably going to be slow, but I'm going to give it to you. For those who got their phones out, I can give you my Instagram if you are ready to go now. And I might just jump down and we can go somewhere right now. I won't do that. I'm not going to take y'all nowhere tonight. But my Instagram is Seneca. It's SENECA_DA_product. PRODUCT. Click follow. DM me if you're ready to go. I will give you instructions where to meet me at, and I'm going to expect you to be there. And we're going to get some things done now. Alright? Alright. I ain't asking everybody, because I know everybody's not ready. But those who are ready now, get at me. And those who are not ready, continue to get ready. Because you're going to be called on soon. Alright? Make some noise, Portland. Work that sound. One more time. One more time. I'm getting greedy. I got someone that been asking me to got some different things, different perspectives on some things. Said the story of my mother kind of inspired these, so I can't wait for her to say it. So here we are, Portland, once again.
Dedicating this speech to Seneca's mom. I want you all to take a deep breath with me. Inhale. Exhale. Though land acknowledgements are never enough, that's how I would like to begin. The Portland metro area rests on traditional village sites of the Multnomah, Wasco, Cowlitz, Clackamas, Bands of Chinook, Tualatin, Calapooya, Molalla, and many others who made their homes along the Columbia River. This means that we are all sitting on stolen land, but it also means that the city of Portland is occupying stolen water. We are the land. Indigenous community members have said this time and time again. Our bodies are walking pieces of land. And being a piece of land starts with water. The police and cities that employ them have allowed water to be weaponized against the cause of Black Lives Matter, and this is an injustice not only to the people, but also to the land.
Can you grab me one?
This is just one weapon in the arsenal of police brutality, but it is largely invisible until it is already a problem.
Can I get one?
When Chaz, the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, wanted to self-organize without police, the city shut off their water.
Thank you.
There have already been calls from unsupported Portland community members for the city to shut off water to this park and the surrounding areas to discourage these protests. The average person would die in 3 days without water. How can we be autonomous if we do not have access to water? How can we stand against an insidious, racist system when it could, at any moment, contaminate or restrict our water supply? Abusing or restricting water rights is not a new tactic to disenfranchise, alienate, and subjugate BIPOC communities. Let's talk about Flint, Michigan. In order to save money, the city switched its drinking supply to the Flint River in 2014. Inadequate treatment and testing of the water resulted in deaths and chronic health issues that government officials ignored, overlooked, and discounted. Approximately 99,000 people were subjected to dangerous levels of lead and other toxins associated with anemia and permanent kidney damage. Flint is 57% black. 40% of Flint residents are below the poverty line. Notably, the white suburban surrounding areas were not affected by this switch. In 2018, when Flint was no longer in the news, the governor of Michigan stopped providing free water bottles to citizens of Flint, promising that the city's water had passed federal inspections. Residents contradicted that. One resident reported, "My water stinks. It still burns to take a shower." Several lawsuits have been filed against the state of Michigan because of its criminal response to this issue. Many arguing that this was only allowed to happen because the residents were primarily poor and black. After 6 years, the citizens of Flint still don't know if their water is safe. This was and continues to be an act of environmental racism that should scare each and every one of us. Closer to home, in Warm Springs, Oregon, the Confederated Tribes have not had clean water in their homes for weeks during a pandemic that has already wreaked havoc on indigenous populations unable to receive state or federal support or attention. Let us not forget the violent atrocities the government and its police force committed when indigenous communities tried to claim agency of their water to protect against the Dakota Access Pipeline. This means no corporate for-profit involvement and implementing strict policies about when and how the city can control access to water. Right now, for you, this might look like having an emergency supply of water if you can afford it. Have enough to share with your neighbors. If you currently work in utilities, remember that you do not have to obey the city's demands to shut off water or other services required for people to live. The power is already in the hands of the people who already do the labor. We are calling for the police to take accountability, to not just follow orders. And this call to action extends to anyone who could utilize a weapon against this cause. While we continue to have access to water for now, we need to prepare for the possibility that this may be weaponized against us in the near future. And if we can't emancipate our water, we have as few as 3 days to live. Thank you.
Black Lives Matter. 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 I don't know about you, but just listening to that, it just rings how messed up we allow this to get. And I'm gonna say this once again. I know people don't like when I say it. This is no longer a political issue. This is no longer a police issue. This is no longer a Fed issue. This is a human issue. If we continue to let these things happen, then it's it for us. It's it. If we don't come together and get this done now, it's over for us. We can't even drink water. Listen to that, we can't drink water. We can't eat food. That's why they taking trips to Mars already. They already got plans for us here. So we do got, it's our time now. If we don't move on this now, on these things that need to be fixed, that we can, if we stop letting the magic trick us and convince us that we are nothing, that we will fall to it. So I just want to say that the time is now to make this move. If we allow them to hit us with this stick again, who knows, it'll be another 400 years that we all be enslaved. We have to stop it now. Stop listening to no, add a W to it. Stop saying no, add a W to it, and let's get this done now. A plan is just one letter away from taking off. A plan is just one letter shy of taking off. Stop saying no, add a W to it, and let's get it done now. I'm going to say it again. Stop saying no, add a W to it, and let's get it done now. Sounds like we don't got any other choice, right? Sounds like it. You can go run and jog and do flips in the neighborhood that looks good, where the birds are still flying around. But I haven't seen a bird down here in a little while. I don't even see pigeons. The pigeons should be protesting with us. But they've been through a lot. So I just wanted to say that once again. It's time. All the signs are there. We gotta get this done now. This is not gonna work if we don't.
So what we need y'all to do after tonight, when y'all go home, each and every one of you, we need you to write down a list of demands. We got our own list of demands, but we want you as the people that's willing to work with us to go home and write down a list of demands, each and every one of you. And every one of those lists of demands, we're going to march into that courthouse and we're going to lay that paper down and we're going to demand justice. list of demands, and we're going to march down to Salem, and we're going to lay that stack of papers down, and we're going to demand justice. Because we can do that. And that is not far-fetched. I will be willing to walk that list of papers down to Salem myself, personally. And I will walk in there, and I will be like, here's the demands from the people that you need to fix. And we will fix this, and it's going to be fixed immediately. We are the people. And it ain't just us. It's every single state in the United States of America. Without us, the government cannot run. It ain't no economy without the people. I mean, they try to kill us with water. That ain't gonna work. If they don't got us, they don't got shit. It takes us to work for those water plants. It takes us to work for those food chains. It takes us to work for those construction sites. It takes us to hire new police. It takes us to hire new judges, to hire new lawyers, to hire new medics. Without us, they don't have shit. So we need to get together the list of demands that we want as a people, and we need to march down to Salem and lay down that list of demands. I want y'all to make a list of demands that y'all want for black people. What do you think black people need? What do you think black people have been missing? Write those lists of demands down, because we want to hear from y'all what y'all think, what y'all think we need. Y'all out here fighting for us. Let us hear what y'all think would be suitable for these motherfuckers to fix. I mean, she came up here and she brought her demand about the water. And she wasn't black, she was white.
I want to say something too, but I don't.
Water affects not only black, but white people too. I mean, that water is the same water that everybody drinks. Somehow, some way, that water is going to leak to y'all's water. All water comes from the same place. It might got one pipeline that leads directly somewhere, but please leave me you. Karma makes all water not great if one water is great. Martin Luther King said it the right way it is. He said, a little injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. A little dirty water anywhere is dirty water everywhere. A little police brutality in some spots is police brutality everywhere. And it's a proven fact. So if we get a list of demands here, every other state's gonna follow suit. I mean, you got all type of states coming in this state because we still protesting. That means we got power in this state, y'all. Portland, are y'all scared? No. Portland, are y'all scared? No. Then we gotta get them list of demands for each and every one of you, and then bring them up here, bring those papers up here, and we gonna make this shit happen, man. Because it's about the people. It ain't about these buildings. It's about the people having somewhere to grow some food. We shouldn't have to depend on somebody to get the food for us. Make a place here in every state for people to be able to grow some food. Then we got to control our own food. I mean, Nike got a big old forest only employees can run on. I mean, make half of that forest a place where we can grow some food and some shit, man. I mean, make some places we can fish without even having to have a license. Every pond, every river, you gotta have a license to go catch a fish. What kind of shit is this America? It says it's freedom, liberty, and justice for all. It don't look free to me, man. It looks like we gotta pay for everything, and that's crazy. We gotta pay for dirt. We gotta pay for leaves. We gotta pay for bark dust. We gotta pay for everything. That ain't freedom and justice. That seems like it's extortion. That's extortion if we gotta be taxed for everything. I mean, in prison, when you mention tax, that means somebody getting extorted. It's the same way on these streets. When they mention tax, that means us taxpayers are getting extorted. And that is a constitutional breach. Give us our freedom of speech and our freedom to do this and that back. Stop extorting us. Let us be able to grow some food where we don't have to be taxed by it. We all already don't trust y'all. I mean, you heard what she said about the water. I can imagine what they're doing with the food. I want to be able to grow my own food and not just inside my house. I want some land to be able to grow my own food, and it's enough land to do that. They got all these mountains and stuff. I mean, but none of it's free. How the fuck do one man claim all this shit and we got all these people? That's wicked. That's some wicked shit, man. That's another demand. We gotta demand some land for us that's not taxable. We gotta demand some land that all people can be able to use that ain't taxable. I mean, I can't even name one park that they don't got at curfew a time on. This park is closed. Y'all gotta get out at this time. That's crazy. Make a park that people can be in all night. You got people in tents, lining up tents along the highway. These people can have a park if these people wasn't greedy. Give us a park. 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 Give us clean water. Give us clean water. Give us clean water. Give us fair lawyers. Give us fair lawyers. Give us fair lawyers. They say legal aid is fair, but they only cater to some people. They don't cater to everybody. If you mention what nationality you are, you ain't getting no love, depending on your nationality. Give us some lawyers. Give us some lawyers. Give us some fair lawyers. Give us some fair lawyers. Give us some treatment that properly says it is liberty, freedom, and justice for all. Stop lying to us. That is a lie. There is not freedom, liberty, and justice for all. It is a lie. I mean, it is a lie. For real, it's a lie, man. And they owe us. They owe us freedom, liberty, and justice. And until we see it, it's a lie. We can't keep lying. America can't keep lying to us. That person, that lady in New York with that, holding up that torch, it's supposed to be freedom, liberty, and justice. Somewhere along the way, we've been lied to. We are tired of being lied to. We are tired of the government lying to us. We are tired of the government lying to us. Any group, if you do your research, the government has been lying to you. Any group, I don't care what group you're from, do the research. We've been lied to. And that's crazy, man. I mean, they lie to us, and it's courts behind it. There's supreme judges supporting these lies. There's senators in Congress supporting these lies, man. They gotta stop lying. Give us liberty, freedom, and justice for all. ask you, do you believe, do you trust the people that's supplying the water? And for you guys to say no, that's crazy. Stop lying to us. Give us true liberty, freedom, and justice. And stop lying, Mr. Trump. And stop lying, Mr. Senator. And stop lying, Mr. Attorney General. We want the truth. I've said enough for tonight, y'all. Anybody else want to speak? My man got the mic.
Last thing I want to say, since everybody was on the list of demands. Have you ever went to a store and bought 2 left shoes? I mean, okay, let me rephrase that. If you go to a store and they sell you 2 left shoes, should you be entitled to a refund if you want it? Okay, everybody agree to that. My demand is they need to refund us for all the taxes we paid because they sold us a defective product. We paying to get beat. We paying to get killed by them. We paid to have no rights. We're paying every year for all that for a long time to get be treated like second-hand citizens. So I think we should be refunded because they didn't give us what we're supposed to get. Right? Maybe it's just me, but that should be like a simple request. Just give us what you didn't pay us. You didn't pay it. I mean, we paid for something that you didn't give us, a product that you didn't. You want to run it like a company? Well, give us our money back for what you didn't give us. So that's just mine, but I'm gonna think about it. I don't know how I want to say it, but give me a second. I'm gonna write it up and make sure I say it right next time. But since they talking about demand, I'm gonna go with that one. I love you, Portland. We'll see you again. Black Lives Matter.
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 Who lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
Who lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
I can't hear you.
Black Lives Matter.
I got power. I got power. I got power.
I got power.
We got power.
We got power.
Power to the people.
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 Love y'all. Good night.
No
I think today you turn on the light and clean.
Black Lives Matter, guys.
Why are Black Lives Matter?
Yes, Black Lives Matter. Everybody.
Because I'm always on my phone.
Thank you, Mom.
Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck PPP! 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 I meant all the shade.
What is red?
Black Lives Matter! 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 Thank y'all for coming over here and supporting the moms. This is Moms United. Moms United for Black Lives right here. Shout out to them. If you don't know them, get to know them. It's a bad message, Gemma.
We love you, Mom. Thank you for being here. Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter!
Red Lives Matter.
police! Fuck the 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 police!
Did they say the police have guns out? I'm gonna go take y'all to over here where there seems to be some kind of conflict about maybe the police have guns out is what I just heard. So I'm gonna take y'all up there. There might be some kind of standoff or confrontation going on, and we want to see how they're going to handle it.
Arresting a minor without charge.
What I'm hearing now is that they're arresting a minor without charging them. Sorry. sorry, I fucked up your shot, my bad. Sorry.
Oh, look at this shit! Really? Oh, really? Really? Oh, look at this Gestapo shit! Oh, look at this shit!
Y'all niggas are bitches! Get out, nigga! Hey! You chicken shit motherfuckers! You are a chicken!
I'm on 3rd and Lincoln.
You just put your butt at me for what? For what? I kill all your fucking, and that's what my law. That's what my damn law does. I kill all your pussy. Hey, Mr. Hot.
I can't. Go back. Let's go back.
I'm here!
My God, it's
There they are. Looks like pushing people into hot grills. The grill is hot. Excuse me, bud. Excuse me, I'm coming through.
Fuck you guys, you fucking cunts! Fuck you!
Where's some good ass
We don't need this!
Yeah, go to your asshole, bitch!
We're here at
You don't
4th
need
and
it, we
Salmon.
don't need it!
Riot
You
police
can
have
go
showed up to
now.
disperse the crowd.
You don't need it! We don't need it! Y'all can go! Y'all don't need this! We don't need this!
You guys
Y'all don't need this! You don't! You don't need it!
Don't be fucking childish! You're
Consider how you will feel later! You don't need this!
Oh, sorry. Oh, let's just. There we go.
You can go now! You don't need this!
So we're here on 4th and Main. Looks like we've got a line of officers. 4th and Salmon, excuse me. Looks like we have officers here.
What are you doing, guys? What are you doing? You're doing wrong. Work your job. 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 Work your job.
From what I understand, they were arresting a minor. People felt that it was without cause. And now the crowd is engaging with this line of officers here on 3rd, 4th, and Salmon.
Hey, the fucking truck is open. What the fuck is they doing? Am I wrong? Come on, dude. We're the workers. Black Lives Matter! 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 I mean, really? Come on, man.
Come in. Hi.
Black Lives Matter! Yes, fuck you!
Suck my dick from the back. How dare you come out here fucking with people because we're tired of your crimes fucking killing ours.
Fucking coward ass bitches!
Black Lives Matter! Y'all stand by fucking
Black Lives Matter! Hey, get up in this, bitch, into this shit. Hey, move, motherfucker!
Hey, John, you can like kind of settle your comments or I'll have to block you.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Fuck you! Fuck you! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
You don't need to sleep with this brother. You can go home. You don't need this. We don't need this. You don't need this, and we don't need this. You can go home.
You all look like fucking cowards. You guys have
So it started, they're arresting this gentleman here. They're arresting this youth. So they're arresting this youth here, and the crowd said without cause. I just heard that that person was being arrested without cause. So the crowd came over, and a deployment of these officers arrived, pushed people back, and pushed some girls over, and yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened with the arrest. I just came over. Some people were saying that, yes. We're in Portland, Oregon, downtown at the downtown.
Yeah, fuck you! God, I fucking hate you. I hope someone's fucking your wife right now. I swear, I really hope they are. I hope all the bad shit happens to you there. I swear to God. I hope your wife's getting plowed in the fucking ass right now. While you're out here being a fucking bitch. Get out of the fucking ass! Help me fucking someone breathe with the man. I don't want to hurt you motherfuckers.
You can also leave us on the front too, guys. You're going to get here. I'll get you there.
Black Lives Matter. 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 Quit your job. 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 Fuck the police.
Stick it over your nose. You want to get sick there? Cover your nose. Let's go. They're trying to kill us. Let's go.
And they're driving away with the youth that they arrested, it looks like. What does it say? What does it say?
What's the charge? Why is he being arrested? You're taking him away. You don't know the charge.
Why are you arresting him? Why are you guys arresting him? What's the charge?
Yeah, you fucking bitch!
fucking city! Get out of my fucking city!
it's pointed at the ground. Did they hit you?
Yeah, they hit me every day.
What did they hit you? Do you know what they hit? Did you get a pepper ball? Yep.
Yeah, I could tell too by the hit. I was like, oh, they hit me with the big stuff.
I just the first thing he shot, I thought he started with a rubber bullet and then followed it with pepper ball round.
And this state trooper actually shot it towards the ground. I was like, look at him.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So what we're seeing so far is at least the state trooper fired. Yeah. So we got this is the protester who was hit with pepper ball in the leg. That's what a pepper ball round looks like. It looks like at first he started off with a rubber round or a rubber coated round, and then followed it with multiple pepper ball rounds. And the protester seems to be unfazed. It looks like they had armor on. So, but that's about where we're at right now. Is downtown Justice Center is kind of right back to where it was in a way, in the sense that they're coming out here arresting people and using crowd control. Right now we're in Portland, Oregon, downtown at the Justice Center. Earlier today, we were witness to a counter protester, or somebody that was disgruntled, came down, and down here at the Justice Center there was a stabbing. And then earlier today, this kind of marks the second interruption of what has been a really peaceful day. It looks like a youth was arrested, and then when that youth was arrested, the crowd said it was without cause and wanted to know what they were being arrested for and what they were doing. So then you saw the officers charge, looked like state troopers. It said state troopers in the back of their vests. They then marched up and pushed the crowd back, and and then deployed. It looks like they pushed the crowd back, knocked over some grills, did the kind of crowd control techniques that they usually do, and then fired a couple, looks like a rubber coated round, and then a couple pepper balls as well at the protester who was standing against them. So but they look like state troopers. Oh, hey.
I will say. Hey, what's up, bro?
Fancy seeing you in the action. That makes sense. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been an interesting day.
So what the fuck just happened? Like, I rolled up and there was like a standoff.
Yeah, I'll recap it again. It looks like there was an arrest. When I was over there, I was making sure to cover their speeches, as I always do, and then I heard there was an arrest. Cops have guns out, so I rushed over here. Looks like they were arresting a youth. I heard people in the crowd say it was without cause. So they were demanding to know why this person was being arrested, where they were being taken. I've heard on my stream a couple people guessing why that person was arrested, but then the troops, the state troopers showed up, pushed everyone back over there, right?
So they pushed everyone out of this area because they were making an arrest down here.
That's what it looked like. And the crowd was being more or less peaceful. They were demanding to know why and whatnot, but there wasn't really any violence to the cops.
No, I didn't see anything.
And then they rushed him. As soon as they got back up, they rushed the crowd. Were pretty physically engaged with people, mainly around this choke point, because people here were moving. They were moving back, as they were saying, too. Around this choke point, there's so much stuff.
Yeah.
So the people that were there, which was where I was, were getting pushed back, but we didn't, I was trying to, some girls got knocked over, a couple people got pushed over.
Really? No shit.
So they were pretty confrontational. They came out, it seemed kind of purposeless because people were trying to move back. They kind of couldn't because there's so much stuff over there. So really the only point of engagement was over at that choke point where there's all that traffic. But over here, the crowd moved right back and did what they wanted them to do. So it was just probably
that was OSP too.
That was the state troopers.
That's what I thought. I didn't see anybody else except for the state police. That's interesting. Wow.
So yeah, that's a different. I don't really know about who got arrested or what happened. I don't know what to say. I don't have really information on that.
We will probably find out in the next couple days.
I took my Chingo La Migra hat off. They don't like the hat. Yeah, they don't like the hat. Anytime they see that hat, they point the gun at me.
Yeah, that's funny.
But I got my secret cam on too.
Yeah.
This one just isn't live, so I can, There was a stabbing here earlier. Yeah,
was here, actually.
Yeah.
It happened right behind me, but I didn't see it myself.
Yeah.
My buddy saw it. I was actually interviewing another guy, and it happened like right behind, and I didn't even notice. I saw all the units rolling up, and I didn't think anything of it. I kept on interviewing, and then I walked across the street, and my friend was just like, "Man, there was a stabbing here." Like, they like went down.
Yeah.
Actually, she got footage, I think.
Yeah, she did. And I got some footage too, but I didn't release it. I took it.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, I was right there. I just didn't want to incriminate anybody, so I took it on my not live camera. Because I stay pretty careful to not. I don't want to give them more evidence and things.
There's no need.
Even in that case where it's somebody not somebody on our side. So, but still, I'm not here to.
I think
to do that. So.
Supposedly they didn't want help from the crowd, or they didn't want to even.
That's what I saw. Yeah, they were
engage anybody. Yep. There were a couple of people that came up and said something. Hey, I just saw this, and they were like, "We don't even want to talk to you."
Just so everyone knows, this is downtown Portland at the Justice Center. We're not at the North Portland Assembly, so just so you know. Hey, if you want to go use that thing, you let me know anytime.
Oh, this?
No, the other thing.
Yeah.
I think I got like $1. Yeah.
You know, $20 to get me off the street. Like,
oh, I wish I could.
Would too.
I got one. That's all I can do right now.
Okay.
But I appreciate you and good luck. The Dabrick.
Huh?
The Dabrick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to use that.
That's what I figured, yeah.
I live like right there.
Like a couple blocks?
Yeah, like right there. It's like probably an 8-minute walk.
Word. Okay, cool.
I just like to either have my security come down here and walk me up or go up with somebody.
Yeah. I'll probably I don't know, since I got here like right in time to see that.
What you working with right here?
Just this.
Ooh.
It's a little
Does it do night vision?
It does, but I still haven't figured that out.
Yeah.
I just got it on Thursday.
Unfortunately, this one sucks for nighttime.
Yeah.
That's the only thing bad. I love this thing. It's been really, really cool. But that's like the best nighttime shot I can get.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It becomes really grainy.
Yeah.
Because I have to turn the ISO so high.
Yeah.
So it's really like almost inefficient when it's like this.
Yeah, I'd like to see how good this is actually. And
I think that they have really good night vision, as a matter of fact.
Well, I mean, this is a pretty cheap model, so
how much?
It was no more than like $150.
Oh, okay. They don't really get much better. You can buy the like $400 version of that, and it's not that much better than that. Okay. It's better to just get the $150 version. If it breaks, it's like.
Yeah, that's why I got it. It's because it's just $150. So.
Yep. I've gone through like 4 phones. I get so nervous when they go look like they're gonna shoot me. Like, I just don't. I'll take it to my body, no problem. I just don't want them to hurt my phone again.
Yeah. Yeah. You heal.
I know.
Cameras don't.
I know, totally.
Go. I didn't get
because there's Portland too. Portland.
The camera for a second.
Yeah, do your thing. I just want to say, if you're saying like really hateful or really mean stuff, I will just block you. Please don't say like hateful or mean things. Looks like a basketball hoop has been set up. Nice. Good jam on some basketball. Awesome. Shook him. Oh, dunked on him. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
peacefully protest.
I love everybody out here. Thanks for showing your love and support.
I can't breathe emotion.
In the middle, downtown.
So we're going to walk down to the end. You guys can walk to your car. There's either cars here. From here. Okay, everybody that's going the same way, you guys walk with each other. Right.
Nah, you're allowed to disagree, but if you want to say hateful stuff, or if you're saying mean or hateful stuff, that's you know, well, you know, if you're over the line, yeah, like I'm gonna block you. This isn't a platform to harm people. You know, I did read somewhere that they were actually fining them for putting up this in the bike lane. I did read that they were fining them every day. That's some like real Portland passive aggressive shit right there. Like that's like epic Portland as fuck passive aggressive shit. Like, oh. Hell yeah, Julie, I agree. People can protest however they want. Right now, basketball.
Yeah, isn't that pretty cool? Yeah.
Okay, if you're not playing basketball, please get on the line or move away. This is T1 to decide who are trying to fucking pick. I love you, princess, but move out the fucking way.
Yeah, words harm people too. So if you're harming people with your words, I'm just gonna block you. Yeah, sometimes protesting means blocking a road. I feel like that's important, and I don't really see how blocking a road is.
There will be basketball in the revolution.
Yeah, some roads are gonna get blocked. Like, but it's funny because like the trolls, they complain about everything. They're like, if we block the road, they're like, nah, the road is blocked. If we like do anything else, they're like, nah, you're doing anything. So they just disagree, and they just are racist, and so yeah. So,
no justice.
No basketball.
No racist.
Ooh, that was like right on my face.
No racist.
$500 per 15 minutes, damn.
We need a roadblock down there.
I'll wait my turn.
Sometimes streets are for protests. Sometimes streets are for basketball. It really kind of depends on what the people want, because the people built these streets. So really, it's up to us what these streets happen. So if you disagree with it, I don't know. I guess deal with it. I don't know what to say. Oh, sorry. Usually everyone else is taller than me. It's like I look up. No, I'm sorry. It's just like a lot of work. So if I blocked your friend, like they can reach out to me later or something. I don't know.
Yo, this hooping and shit.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
The fuck you mean why?
I don't know. I want to hear your perspective.
What the fuck perspective I gotta give to you if you don't know why that shit is whack?
Yeah, I hear it. Oh, hey, look. Got some really cool t-shirts out here. There we go. Got some cool t-shirts. I'm okay. Thank you, though. I'll give you some love on my stream now. Yeah. Boom. Beautiful. Heck yeah. Come find the guy if you want a t-shirt. If Black lives are an inconvenience to you, you should probably rethink your life and where you're coming from, because like this is what protesting is. Sometimes it's inconvenient for you, but think about what it's like for people of color, Black, Indigenous people of color, and how inconvenient it is for them to live in an unjust system. No, I'm not unbiased. I support Black Lives Matter. If you're talking about running people over or some shit like that, I'm just gonna block you. Hell yeah, Julie. That's real. Oh, the net came down.
I think it's like, it's that dude.
Why are you so mad? Why are you mad? I think maybe you should just try and look at it from another perspective. And that is how you think this was different. Everybody wants to fight with the We're just trying to switch things up. Had 2 months of the
Yes.
Sometimes I'm a protest reporter, sometimes I'm a sports reporter. It's like gonzo journalism. I just kind of go where I just like blow around with the wind and whatever's happening, you know?
Anything we do out here, they don't like it.
No way. Excuse me, can you come back a little bit? Excuse me, hello? Excuse me?
I'd like to wake up and pretend like
Oh
I
my
can.
God, I can't. I'm tired. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. No. Let it go. Oh, come on. Oh, no way. I'm sorry for the Let it go! Let it go! Good job! Thank you!
I made him leave though.
Hey, thanks for the love. Yeah, I mean, I do talk back.
Go, Maddie!
That's okay. Yeah, this is Portland Live right here, right on the front lines. Behind the back, behind the back.
Hey, Michael, keep your hands up. No, I'm so proud. Keep your hands up. You're pushing him around with your elbows and your shoulders. Let him go, let him go. It's right, it's right. It's right. That's me, anyone. Oh, no. Okay, he kicks it out. Let it go, let it go, let it go.
Ooh, she shook him. She shook him.
Okay, Gil, good defense, Gil. Let it go, let it go, let it go. No way, no way. Right here. Bust that, Gil, don't bust it, don't bust that. Come on, Gil. Hey, bust that, Mo. Bust that, Mo. Let's get it, good screen. I was a moving screen, but good screen. Oh, with the handles. Hey, I got $5 on the team that's winning right now. Anybody trying to go up on that? Anybody? Psych up, bro.
Throw him back. Ooh, off the backboard. Off the back.
You good, Eva?
So you the one over here narrating this whole goddamn video?
Yeah, I'm the narrator, bitch. I'm the narrator. I'm the narrator. Yeah, we got a bigger microphone.
Oh, God damn!
Off the backboard. Close.
Bust that, Michael. Michael, you're trash.
Off the back again.
It's time for the halftime pre-show. Like, no, it's not. We're gonna be out here all night, dang. No
Yeah, Jeremy, I don't know what to say to you. You keep asking the same question, and I don't know what to say to you.
Thank you. I don't care if y'all don't love my commentary. Still gonna keep on going too.
Do it.
So yeah. Okay. So Jayla Kill kicks it out to Mo. Jayla goes in for the cut. Isaac gets the pass. Oh, and he gets blocked. But that kind of looked like a foul. But I can't say because I'm not in the game. Hey, everybody come support this dude right here. I don't know his name, sir. What's your name? Mr. Juneteenth. Everybody come support him and buy one of his Black Lives Matter t-shirts, all right? I just want y'all to come support him. Good defense! Good shit, Mo. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Mo. Good defense. Okay, Maddie's taking it up with Mo. Maddie and Mo. Mo busted it. Oh, she kind of missed. It's all right. Oh, my bad. Look. So they're taking it back up. Isaac on this dude. I don't know his name. My bad. Ooh, and he goes in for the cut. Good defense. Still got got the backup, he kind of missed it. Isaac got the rebound. He's taking it back. He has this dude on him. Ooh, Isaac throwing up. Ooh, fancy feet. Oh, he kicks it back out. He kicks it out to this dude. This dude drives in. Yeah, gets the rebound. Good shit, Isaac. Gets the rebound. All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Some basketball going on. Pretty chill. I like that y'all are engaging each other and talking and having those conversations. It's just, if you say hateful stuff or like threats or mean stuff, you know, if it's harmful, I will block you. So I just, you know, but I like that you're like having these conversations, and I appreciate all the people that are willing to take their emotional labor and time to educate. So, see the Justice Center. I'll be back to the game in a little bit. I just want to take a minute. Hey, Lynn. Hell yeah, I'll see you Friday. Hell yeah. I just wanted to take a minute while my views are up. And I kind of want to just redirect your attention to this effigy really quick. And this is just something I'm doing. My views are up right now. So I just want to show people this monument that is now here. Well, I just want, you know, while my views are up, I just want everyone to check out this right here. Because really, this is why we're here. This is why people are here. So, yeah, like basketball is a thing, and those things are a thing, but I just want to say this is why we're here. This is why we come out every night. So while my views are up, and it's cool, like all y'all trolls don't want to look at this. So we can just do psychological warfare on you, and if you trolls don't want to look at this, then you can jump off my stream. But while you're watching, you should take a look. You might learn something. Colby Edward Clark. Patrick Kimmins.
Interesting, the evolution of this mound, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really interesting. It's
over the year, from the statues to the bonfires.
George Floyd.
To now this.
Yeah, I like this better.
Yeah, well, I was here another night where there was a very large black man was saying, "No bonfire, I will not move."
Quanies Hayes. Yeah, a lot of things happen, you know, you never know. It could always go down. Anthony Macias? What is up with that, bro? How are you gonna say that? Like, how are you gonna say that? That's fine and all, but this is Black Lives Matter story right now. We're telling the Black Lives Matter story. So you can have your story whenever you need to, but that's not what we're telling right now. What's up, y'all?
What's up, man?
Yep. Man, that's cool. Anytime I get like real trolled real hard, I'm gonna come over here and make them look at this. That worked surprisingly well. So wow, the trolls sure calmed down. Looks like maybe we lost 50 people, but I'm not hearing that wacko nutty stuff anymore so much. So there we go. We'll just make sure anytime the trolls come out, we'll just make sure that they focus on the demands. And I don't even need to tell the story. The story is written on the wall though. So thank you, Justin. I will keep doing me. Migra y policía a misma porquería. Huh? Huh? A troll is somebody that comes on and they're like, you know, saying like harmful, mean stuff just because they don't agree with the message. Like they're not here to talk. They just want to be rude and mean. Oh, yeah. Boom. Expose yourself. Come out of the shadows. Now, I'm just calling, you know, if what you're looking at right now, if what you're seeing upsets you, then you're probably going to be trolling. Because if you had the awareness to see and understand justice for Quanese Hayes, justice for Breonna Taylor, if you had the awareness to understand why this is important and why people are out here, you'd be out here. So, you know, just keep in mind, or, you know, and there's a lot of supporters that aren't out here. They're not able to be out here. So I want to recognize them too. And I stream for those people. So I want to say that, you know, I'm not saying, you know, for all you people who are not able, but, you know, but still, if you are seeing this and it upsets you, you might not be, Scotty, yeah, you could just ask it again. I'm sorry, I got like so many comments rolling through. It's just hard to answer every question. Yeah, I'm cool with people respectfully. April, if you want to post a list of their names, you feel free to do that. We will say their names. Hey, that's real. Yeah, Julie, that's real. If this upsets you, you're probably racist. So, yeah, that's real. If it upsets you like that, you should probably check your racism, because it's, yeah. Oh, that's real, Brent. Yeah, maybe be more specific. Like, these images should upset you. That's real. And I apologize for misspeaking. You know, specifically what I was trying to say is if you feel against these images, or I guess, shit, if they don't upset you is what I was really trying to say. So thank you for elucidating on that and really just bringing me back to what I'm really trying to say. So hell yeah, I'm a beta soy boy. Beta soy boy for life. Yeah, so, you know, a lot of people who know me, I've been fighting for racial equality pretty much my whole life. You know, ever since high school. In high school, it started where I noticed that, you know, the people of color around me and my other students were not, you know, treated the same. And so that's when, you know, I first started really caring about Black lives and, you know, people of color and indigenous folks. And so, yeah, but, you know, here in this movement now, in this time, yeah, you know, I've been supportive this whole time. Like, I think Black Lives Matter is a statement, and it's kind of obvious that, you know, that it's just kind of obvious that that's something that, like, we should, you know, that shouldn't be radical. Like, just to say that Black Lives Matter, everyone should be on board with that. That it doesn't, it's wild to me that people, I'm in my 30s. Since y'all want to talk really quick, I've been trying to talk all day, but since y'all want to talk now, I can answer some things. Oh. Never forget their names. Hey, thank you, Peggy. I think it's the activism and caring about stuff and the compassion. That's what keeps me young. I have never met a black person who does not support the statement Black Lives Matter. I have literally never met somebody. So you're saying, what is your opinion if I meet a black person who doesn't support the movement, and you have a white person telling the black person that they're not allowed to talk or have their opinion? I mean, I would never do that, but I've literally never met a black person in my life who identifies as a black person that doesn't support the statement Black Lives Matter. I've never met anybody like that, to be honest, personally. I'm not sure how I would react if I did. I'm not sure. That's a hard question that's a hard question. God bless the babies and their families. Absolutely. I think a lot about the detention centers and the children that are in essentially concentration camps right now, and I'm out here for them too. I mean, keep in mind, Jody, you know, people of color can be racist against people of color too. Like, if you've been taught oppression, you know, I mean, so there are people of color who are racist against people of color. Like, that is a thing. And I mean, if you're racist, you probably shouldn't go around and talk that racism. You know, you should check that, no matter who you are or where it's coming from. So you know, that those kind of things might be confusing to you, but I would just say talk to people of color that you know and learn about them. Yeah, absolutely, Nate, and that's a really good point, that there's a Black Lives organization and a Black Lives Matter movement. In Portland, we don't have the Black Lives Matter organization. There's a movement here. I mean, yeah, I agree. I don't think a white person has a right to tell a black person what a black person's feelings on the movement are. You just got to stay in your lane. It's really just about staying in your lane. Right now, the crowd is moving. I don't know what's happening, but I'm gonna get close and just kind of see what's up. I don't know if it's like an altercation, or if it is, I'll just let it be, but I'm just gonna get a little closer so I can see what is happening. Do y'all know what's happening?
It seemed like, from what I saw, it seemed like there was a kid
this man who was asking for help was asking for help with one of the kids who seemed, according to the man, had been like violent toward other kids or other people.
Okay.
So he was asking for help with that.
Okay, cool. So I'm out of here because I like to see the community police itself, but I don't really get involved in it. I feel like, yep. So great. Sounds like, you know, just some shit going down and communities policing itself. And I like to see that kind of shit. I don't want to show it to you because I don't really think it is relevant to what's happening out here. But, you know, keep in mind that like little squabbles, little disagreements and shit, that happens. Sometimes people even like, you know, ask questions and answer questions with their hands. That happens. But, you know, just keep in mind that like, you know, I don't really like to keep it out there, so. Hell yeah. We're a nation of immigrants. That's real. So I just want to tackle that. You can't actually be racist against white people. So you can be prejudiced and you can like say things based on race. But when you say something based on race to a white person, you're not acknowledging a systemic system that is against them. The system is there to be unfair in the favor of white people. So you can't really be racist against white people is my take on that. Yeah, I'm a stream that does support BLM, so. Anybody can be racist, yeah. No, anybody can be racist. That's, I mean, a lot of people are only taught their whole lives oppression and racism. I mean, if that's all you saw, how are you going to know different? And I think about that a lot with these police. It's like, you know, we have to really show them love. And, you know, I really think, you know, that's, but yeah, but most people, you know, I would say all white people are racist to some degree. I know that's probably going to upset some people, but, you know, all white people benefit from the racist institution at some level. You know, as you filled out a rental application, as you got pulled over, you benefited from a racist system. So in a way, you know, that's internalized in you. And by acknowledging that, you know, you can, you know, maybe start to make a change on it through reparations and, you know, doing real work. But that racism exists in everybody who's benefited from it. So. Nah, there was no tear gas earlier. There was like a conflict. One child, it looked like a youth was being arrested, and it went from there. So, but there was no tear gas. There was pepper balls and one rubber round thrown. But oh, Lauren, I'm sorry if we have a BLM Portland chapter and I didn't realize. You could post links to that if you want to, please. My bad, I didn't realize. I've been hearing a lot of. I'm just going off of like what I hear. So I'm gonna be honest. I stay at the Justice Center a lot, and I might have heard that wrong. You can use my name, Julie. Everybody knows who I am. It's all good. Yeah, Sam, just staying in your lane. That's a great way to just... Yeah, if you come up and ask me a question and then bust you in the mouth, you're going to get it back. And I'm ready to go, so keep in mind that. I'm ready to go. But I'm going to block you now because no more hateful stuff. Yeah, there's a group of violent people. There's always a small group of violent people in any group of people. So just keep in mind, like, don't judge the whole movement by that, you know? How you... Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm just taking a moment. Yeah. Here, I'll help you with this one if you want it. Oh. I'm helping to put this table really quick. Oh, you got them both. There we go. The grind makes us strong.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Have a good night. Cool. Yeah, there's some violent people, and just, you know, don't let you think that that's the whole movement or anything. There's so many different types of people and so many different things going on, so. Yo, Julie, if you want to help me do like troll patrol at some point, I can give you editor access so you can just block people and shit. I hella trust you, and you know, your perspective's phenomenal. Like you're really good at just talking to these people and getting them. No, so Jody, anybody can be racist, right? Because if you're a person of color and you're re-enfranchising and propagating racism, you know, then you're being racist, and you're enfranchising a racist system, but the system is racist. So, you know, only like, so white people can use that system to their benefit and other people can't. So just keep that in mind, that it's like, I'm not double talking, it's both. Lori, I don't even know what to say to you. Thank you, Nicole. I really appreciate that prayer. Yeah, you know, when I say all white people are racist, that means that I have that too, and I identify as white, so that's the check box I marked, you know, when I, you know, fill out my information. So yeah, so I mean, on a level, like, you know, but by acknowledging that, I can come down here and use my privilege and my whiteness to show you things and get in front of the police officers, and, you know, I can use that bag that I've been given that way, you know, and I can carry that bag instead of just dropping it. So, you know, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand with that. Yeah, Ashanti, just to reread your comment right now. Man, I'm black, and even I have to fight racist thoughts. We were born into this system. We all have to take responsibility to tamp down racism in ourselves. Boom, that's like, yeah, bro, like that, yes, that's exactly what I was trying to say. Thank you for always being so articulate. Cindy, white people didn't build America. You're straight tripping. You're straight tripping. I'm sorry. Jen, yeah, my family hasn't always been supportive of my activism, but I've been doing this work for close to a decade, so it's kind of just out there with that shit. And I love your cat. Hell yeah, that's a really adorable cat. Oh, I just saw someone's kitty cat. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, for real. Hamish, for real, like they should be reading about how America was really built. That's wild to me. See, William Stanislav, though, it's different because we are judging police based on the system that they continue to enfranchise. While they have the power to act with impunity, you see, so we can actually judge them all because they all have the order to act with impunity and the order to act the way that they do. So it's not that we judge them because of a few bad apples. Those bad apples need to be dealt with, but we judge them because of the power that they've been given that allows them to act with impunity, that they don't have to take accountability for their own actions. Yeah, totally. Yeah, you hit it on the nose, Sam. It's like the system is biased as a whole. It's just, yeah. Yeah, I hear you, William. I mean, I'm not a Soviet, but I'm not trying to talk about like I know what it's like either, so. Cool. I'm gonna come back over here and show you all the basketball game that's still going on again a little bit. Yeah, definitely there's some action over in North Portland, and yeah, you definitely should check that out. I know there's a couple streamers out there that are doing their thing and trying to documenting what's going on over there, so. Yeah, what we're hearing is the protesters are being pushed out of North Portland at the precinct. Y'all should tune in over there too, you know. Hey, thank you for sharing, Juliana. I appreciate it. So everybody's kind of dancing, just chilling, playing some b-ball, dancing. I think the vibe at the Justice Center, you know, despite some like oddly violent moments, it's like everyone just trying to do their thing. Juliana, if you want to just respond to people with that link, feel free to. That's totally chill. I really appreciate you doing that. Hell yeah, we can at least eradicate racism on a state level. I mean, there's no reason why that should be a thing, except for the fact that it's profitable and the KKK and, you know, power monopolies have been created to continue that type of shit. But we can definitely eliminate racism on a state level. And then, yeah, that work's gonna have to continue in all of us all the time. Like, Diane Jacobson, like, people can protest however they want, and it's really not up to you to tell people how they can protest. Like, whatever people are doing that upsets you or bothers you, you know, you should check your racism and privilege with that, because people can do however they want. And you would probably complain no matter what anyone was doing, so. Hey y'all, I'm gonna cut my live right now because I want to send y'all over to some streamers of color that are over at the police station right now. So if you want to go check out Kevin David Williams, he's over there. It looks like Rosa was over there. So I just want to send y'all over to them, and it's really just cool and chill right here right now. So I want you to go check out what's going on over in North Portland at the precinct. It looks like it's going on. So again, yeah, so I'm going to cut my live. I want y'all to please jump over to Kevin David Williams or Rosa and continue to kind of just check out what's going on over at the precinct. It looks like it's going down right now, so just please send those people your love and show up and help support if you can. If y'all want to post a link again over to one of them, that'd be hella chill. Hey, thank y'all for watching. I know I talk, but I try to have good things to say. Actually, I'll let y'all just kind of, it seems like y'all want to talk. So I'll let it roll for a little bit more. I know I have a delay too. I love you. You're so great. Yes, you are the best. I love you. You're amazing. Yeah, it looks like, you know, y'all kind of are talking still, so I'll let it drag. But I want to send you over to Rosa Watts or Kevin David Williams. That they're streaming too, and yeah, so I mean, I'm not really name dropping. They're being broadcasted on Woke right now, so I mean, and that's, I mean, I'm just saying. But y'all should jump over there. The precinct looks like it's kind of popping off. I'm hearing people, you know, they're talking about it's going on over there, so that's where you should be tuned in. And if you feel like you want to donate, you can jump over to Don't Shoot Portland. They're doing amazing work. You can donate to the PDX Defense Fund. They're doing amazing work. People, you know, are getting arrested every day still. And so the Defense Fund is, you know, how they get over there to, you know, defend these people in court and make sure that the whole rest of their life isn't, oh, yeah, please expose yourself. So, yeah, and I mean that in the dirtiest of ways, really, just expose yourself. So, yeah, so, you know, PDX Defense Funds, those are, you know, that's funds that are set aside just to make sure that people are, you know, there and safe when they're in court. You also can take a look at Don't Shoot Portland. They do amazing work. The Anarchist Black Cross of PDX Anarchist Black Cross, they do prisoner support, and they always need help, and some cool people on their side. So let me think of what else. You know, there's a bunch of groups that do really good work for asylees, refugees, and migrant people. So I want to mention that too. Viva, the St. Augustana Church. There's a couple different really cool groups that do work specifically with asylee, migrants, and refugees, and that's really important as well. So yeah, kind of bouncing right now. Probably just gonna, like, you know, decompress for a second and use the bathroom and whatnot. I've been out here pretty much all night, but while I'm walking, I got a couple seconds to answer some last minute questions if anybody has like a pressing issue or a thing that they want to talk about. I was kind of telling people to donate to Don't Shoot Portland, the PDX Defense Fund, Anarchist Black Cross. These are groups that are doing really cool work in Portland for the Black community and to defend people in court. So, yeah. Yeah, Teresa, they were signal jamming me earlier too. as soon as they don't want people streaming, they signal jam. That's a thing. I had to switch over to a different source for my stuff, and I was able to get it working again. But yeah, I just want to say, I have not seen a single bird, but I've been seeing feathers everywhere. And it's really weird, you know? That's really, really strange, because it really makes me think, because, you know, downtown Portland, historically, I've always seen huge groups of crows out here. Huge groups of crows, and I haven't seen any birds out here since they started tear gassing, like not pigeons. Like, I haven't seen rats. I haven't seen any birds or any animals for so long now, so I don't know what that's about, but I have seen a lot of feathers on the ground, and yeah, Carissa stream's having problems. That sucks. Yeah, they signal jam. They have I don't know what it is, but you know, everything should be working just fine, and I had to switch around and do things earlier today, because over and over again, literally like no Wi-Fi was coming in. It was really strange. There's no way. So yeah, again, I like to end my streams by just telling people, you know, there's so many good groups that, like, I always try to focus on a translator if I can see one. Or, yeah, Sarah, damn, like, the animals are hurt. Like, we're hurt. Damn, the animals are hurt too over this. Wow, just think about that. Oh, cool. Rosa, you know, and Rosa, definitely one of my favorite streamers too. Like, I love the way that they commentary and do their thing. It's really cool and inspiring. And, you know, there's a lot of people who I'm like watching and learning and trying to my best to, you know, see how they do it too, and really just learning and trying to be a part of the group. And yeah, Rosa does really, really good work. That's a great stream to jump over to. Unless you're a troll. And if you are, I see you. So tonight was relatively peaceful and relatively chill. We saw a couple moments of violence. Once when a disgruntled woman parked next to the bloody drips on the ground where Donovan Labella was shot, and then proceeded to stab somebody in the park. That happened earlier today around 6 p.m. And then as well, during an arrest, we saw some violence as well. And so there's been those like moments of not David, fuck 12. So there's been those moments of violence, but relatively it's been really peaceful, and mainly you just see people organizing and community building. Earlier tonight, I took y'all on kind of just a talk moment, like where we were just communicating and talking, and you know, all we heard was unity, 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 love, 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 build, build, build. And you know, keep in mind that that's what I think the vast majority of people out here really are working towards and trying to do. You know, and don't let like a few people's actions skew the message for you. Hell yeah, fuck 12, 100. Don't let like some people's actions skew your view of what's happening. Every time I sit down and I pull random people off and talk to them so y'all can see this. And every time, you know, literally every single time I've talked to a random ass person that I don't even know, you know, what happens is that they want to talk about unity and love and building and organizing this shit so that, you know, we can make changes in a way that, you know, doesn't involve destruction or violence or any of that kind of shit. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Like, there's always a radical element, and that radical element deserves its voice and its right to be out here too. And if they're just doing property destruction, like, no problem. And even if they're hurting cops, they're doing whatever they're doing, you know, and that's fine. But you know, but the majority of people and every single person I've talked to individually, you know, they want to build and organize and do it with love and peace, and to get as like few people hurt as possible. So obviously nobody wants to get hurt, you know. Hell yeah, Carl, I'm safe. You know, I'm streaming still because, you know, I'm covered in UV dye. So yeah, I got that UV drip. About to go get a Euro, I think, before I go home. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Hell yeah, that late night Euro. I'm fucking Portland life. I got really scared kind of earlier, I'll be honest, and be vulnerable really quick. Like, I got kind of threatened when they were pointing the guns at me because I got like no armor on right now. And I'm down to my last phone. So yeah, that was threatening. I was really, like, my heart was beating. I was just like, oh, please don't take my phone again. Don't break my phone again. So thank goodness that all went right. And for me at least, and I can continue to stream, but I feel so much compassion for, you know, the person that was arrested, the people that tried to get involved, the de-escalators especially. Like, wow, today was just a major, like, love for the de-escalators out there. Like, someone getting stabbed, like, this arrest, you know, the various different things that happen. It's like, we got to send so much love to our de-escalators and just people that are out there putting themselves in front of the danger or whatever may be going on, and, you know, just working to get behind that. So, hell yeah, peace, love, and freedom. Like, alrighty. Y'all jump over to Rosa's stream or Kevin and